Meanwhile, the Justice Department is asking an appeals court to freeze the order requiring it to pay out SNAP benefits in full. But the USDA says it will pay out those full benefits. This comes after a district judge ordered the USDA provide full SNAP benefits. CBS News White House reporter Aaron Navarro joins us live. Aaron, the DOJ said the government can't pay out benefits in full during the government shutdown, but the USDA says it will comply with the order. So what's the very latest?
Yeah, this is some big news where the Agricultural Department says that they will make a full month of funding for SNAP benefits available to states to then provide to individuals to load onto their EBT cards, as the Rhode Island judge ordered. This letter was sent to all regional directors for SNAP across the country, and as you mentioned, comes after the Justice Department is still looking to appeal that decision from the Rhode Island judge and call for an emergency stay of the order. Earlier this week, the administration said that they would pay up to 65% of SNAP benefits for the month, but warned that there could be delays in getting states to adjust their systems to this reduced amount. In the order, the federal judge did not buy that excuse, said that the delay was, quote, politically motivated, and called onto the Agricultural Department to tap into multiple contingency funds to fund the $9 billion or so that are needed for the month for SNAP benefits. So it seems that while the Justice Department is still challenging that order legally, the Agriculture Department is complying with the order and getting the funds sent to the states.
And Aaron, President Donald Trump met with Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban today. What were the key takeaways from that meeting?
Yeah, Viktor Orban came into this meeting with a goal of getting an exemption from President Trump from his administration's sanctions on two of Russia's biggest oil companies. And that was done to put pressure on Russian President Putin to end the war and invasion of Ukraine. Orban was asked about the reliance on Russian oil and gas, and he essentially said that there are supplemental non-Russian pipelines that they are using to get that energy, but as of right now, the infrastructure is not there for them to solely rely on that. President Trump, when asked about this, said that he was open to granting Hungary that exemption. Take a listen to his answer here.
We're looking at it because it's very difficult for him to get the oil and gas from other areas. As you know, they don't have the advantage of having sea. It's a great country. It's a big country, but they don't have sea. They don't have the ports. And so they have a difficult problem. There's another country that has that same problem, by the way. But when you look at what's happened with Europe, many of those countries, they don't have those problems, and they buy a lot of oil and gas from Russia. And as they know, I'm very disturbed by that because we're helping them and they're going and buying oil and gas from Russia. So that question could be really asked maybe more accurately if you talked about many European countries, not Hungary necessarily, because Hungary is in a different position.
Some other takeaways: you saw the strong relationship between the two leaders. Orban mentioning that under the previous president, President Joe Biden, the U.S.-Hungary relationship was, quote, ruined. And you also saw Orban talk about immigration policy in a similar vein that President Trump talks about it. And President Trump again floated the possibility of talking to Russian President Putin in a summit in Budapest, which would be a potential political boost for Viktor Orban ahead of Hungary's elections next April.
Aaron Navarro, thank you so much.